Okay, just got done doing some pressure washing. Getting ready to put this Boss plow up for the year, finally. Spray her off, and once it all dries out, I usually spray the whole thing with fluid film. I'll probably grab a quick video of that. It'll be in another video, but I'll get something out there. I'll show you what I use, and basically to get this thing ready for the summer. So I had a viewer ask me to go through this machine again, and then another one had asked me to get some, I guess some, like, go through what kind of protection that everything that we have on it, on the undercarriage from the factory. So I'm going to do that also in this video. But yeah, so for the overview here, trying to remember what he was asking, but I know he was asking about remotes. It does come with 2 sets of remotes from the factory without adding any extra, which is kind of nice. A lot of tractors, they upcharge you if you want to add those. And the story, how we came about it. They're Artec Tractors and Equipment. They're in Alabama. Another video I got talking about it, that I was ready to buy a new tractor, and was talking to one of my buddies about getting a tractor, and he wanted a tractor. So we started looking. Nobody local had it. I know I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, but somebody asked me about where I got them, and that was Artec. But yeah, so we ended up buying 3 from those guys. This one, 1626, and a 4550. I dealt with Jeremy, so if you ask for Jeremy, I'm sure he's still there. Those guys were amazing. He really did a good job. And I don't think I'd mentioned that I actually had a problem with this one in shipping, where the roof got damaged. And you know, I took pictures and sent it to him, you know, the very next day, and you know, he was all sorts of apologetic, and you know, felt really bad, you know. So I assumed he would treat everybody the same though, so he got right on it. You know, with the supply chain issues that we have, and this was in 2020. But yeah, he got one on order, got in line, and you know, it was maybe 2 weeks, which was amazing to me at that time because nobody could buy anything. It showed up here, and I unloaded it, and brand new roof, and got it on, and everything's all good. But yeah, so anyways, Artec is where we bought them. You know, I guess as far as dealers go, because I know there's some horror stories with dealership problems, they were amazing. I have no complaints. Very easy to work with. Yeah, no issues. So let's see. I'm gonna get up in the cab, which still needs to be clean. Look at that. And we can go through some of the controls while I'm here. So there's a hand throttle. On the floor, there's also a foot throttle, that orange pedal. Loader controls, PTO. And here's for your 2 remotes. We got those. You know, and there's, so this thing comes, the cab comes with a bunch of lights. So I got a bunch of lights on the front and a couple lights on the back. They work amazing, but there's the auxiliary lights. What do we got? Stereo with speakers. It's alright, it does the job. I think I'm gonna upgrade those speakers, but they do okay. And let's see, there's all your climate controls for air conditioning, heat, and it's got a lot of vents, which I like. A couple there, a couple you can aim at the windshield there, a few more, you know, and you can pretty much clear off all the windows in here, which is amazing. They do really good at keeping the fog down. Let's see, give me a quick shot here, the dash. And there's the, so it's a forward reverser. You don't have to use a clutch. I can't remember what the book recommends. I go a lot slower than what the book says. I slow down to almost a stop before I throw it in reverse, but it will do it. I tested it. It will do it. You know, if you're still going forward, if you just slam her back in there, it'll go down to a stop and then back. And if you're not on the throttle much, it's pretty smooth actually. I got it's got the normal lights in the hood on this, and turn signal, horn over here. Of course, key's not on. And 4 ways, that button, hazard lights, pedal in the middle. You can push down on that and tilt the wheel, which is pretty handy, and it's rugged. I know my John Deere, you know, it wore out where it would just kind of ratchet up. This baby's nice and solid. Key on the side there. So you have on the right foot brake pedals. I got them locked together now, but you can separate them so you can use one for brake steering or whatever you want to do. Clutch pedal here. I use it a bit, not a lot. So on the left side by the brake, parking brake, you have your range selector. So you got low, neutral, medium, and high. And on this side with the orange handle is the gear selector. I'll get it in view for you. Little funny shifting pattern. When I first started going down the road the first time, I'm like, why in the heck does it feel like I'm in third? Because I went from first to third, that's why. But yeah, see, so you got 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5. So yeah, took me a minute to get used to that one. But now that I'm used to it, she's doing good. Let's see, yeah, 3-point lift, draft control. Then we've got up here, we have a fuse box. Oh yeah, this back corner, I got a phone charger, and then there's a 12-volt power supply, and then actually a cigarette lighter, which cracks me up. It took me forever to find this. If anybody wants to know, I can look it up, but I looked all over through Mahindra. I actually found it at a Mahindra dealer in Pennsylvania, but I got the part number. If anybody's interested, just drop me a comment. I can dig that up for you. Little storage on this side. You know, I usually throw my phone and whatnot in there, and it's got an ashtray that I got a bunch of extra little parts in it. Mirrors. One there. One there on the outside, and that guy there. Oh yeah, it does have a sun visor that you can put down quite a ways. It's pretty handy. This back window opens, and you can latch it so it's just cracked open, or you can open it all the way up. What else am I missing here? Oh yeah, seat adjustments, so you can move it forward and backwards. That pedal there is a rear end traction lock, so you lock both wheels in when you stand on that. Knob there, if it will focus. Yeah, that's where you can, how fast you want your 3-point to go up and down. You can adjust that. Let's see, it does have the, what is that? That's the economy? EPTO, right? Jeez, losing my mind. EPTO, for things that don't require such a high throttle, you can use that. And when it's in EPTO, you run like 1500 RPMs, and normal PTO on this is 2000 RPMs. Let's see what else we got. Oh, place for a buddy seat. Like $650. I don't know. I haven't bought one yet, but they're kind of pricey. Oh, one of my favorite features. It has an air ride seat, and you can let air out and blow it up to whatever you need for your weight. That's awesome. That works really well. Seatbelt. I think that's everything in there. Yep, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Okay, so from my friend that was asking about guards, and I'm going to crawl under here, but there's a factory guard to protect the fuel filter. Yeah, before I forget, need to come up with a name for this girl. My wife's been calling it Big Red. I don't know if anybody's got any suggestions. Throw them in the comments. We'll see if I can come up with a better name than Big Red. But anyways, underneath, I got a small tray right there. That's underneath the hydraulic filter. That would probably protect it pretty decently. Like if there's something like a stump or anything like that, yeah, you're not going to get to that filter for sure. Random stick possibly could get into that. We got here a little toolbox, very little. Yeah, there's another shot of that hydraulic filter. Yeah, I mean, if you look, that's a pretty darn big plate there. Yeah, I think they did all right with that. That's actually, and there's hydraulic lines above that you can kind of see here. And they got another plate there with just a minimal opening. It seems like they did a pretty darn good job of protecting that there as well. What else we got here? Yeah, drive shaft coming up, and yeah, like I said, that big plate in the middle. And right here, that's the oil filter. That's got a nice big guard on it. But outside of that, you know, back over to that fuel filter guard, which is open on the bottom, surprisingly, but you do have a spot you need to access there. Oh, what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, the other thing, that was one of the other things, now that I'm down here, the steering linkage is behind your front end, the front axle, which I think is a better setup versus leaving that, you know, stuff out front where you might run into, you know, anything with it, something sticking up in deep grass. At least it's protected by your front axle. I know a lot of the other brands, that's out front, which is fine, but yeah, it's vulnerable to just smacking it into something possibly. Let me see. I don't have my loader in the air right now. I usually do when I pop the hood, but I need to set it down. Nope, I got you. It's on some nice gas struts, and there's cables there to prevent it from going too far. So I climb up on this sucker without dropping you guys. Okay, we made her. So that's looking down from the top. Big old air filter canister there. The radiator has screens that can be taken out, which is important when you're brush hogging and stuff. Keep those clean. Easy to access. Radiator cap. And a somewhat clean but a little bit dusty engine compartment. As I said before, if anybody has any other areas or questions that they'd like me to focus on, just drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to get them out to you. But yeah, I think that's about it. yeah, I love this thing. It's been a great experience so far. Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to call that good. Thank you for watching. And if you find yourself enjoying these videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciated. We'll see everybody next time.